Hey, students, it's Miss Woody again with another episode of Tips and Tricks of How to Draw. Hey, I wanted to put together all of the stuff that we've been working on. You know, we've talked about contour line drawing with hands. We took a sidetrack and we went into learning to shade and add value to something using a full range of value, looking at highlights down to core and cast shadows, reflective lights. We took a little gander down that direction. Now we're looking at how to draw these forms, going back to contour line, and how to create these correctly drawn forms. A cone, a cube, an ellipse, a cylinder. Now I want to take a second and put it together for you. So I have an object that I found. It's my Zum Mist. If you are into this stuff, sea salt is my favorite one. But I'm going to put this together by showing you how to combine these shapes that we have together. And I'm going to start with that basic eye, okay? So I'm not going to draw it from the side view because that's not how we look at life. We usually are a little bit above eye level, so we'll typically see the top of something. Very rarely do we see something from below eye level. We'd have to be under those objects. So that's below eye level, at eye level, and then above eye level because you could see the top. So it's going to be drawn something like that. And so I'm going to start with an eye shape right about here. Bless you. And then that was my assistant. It was not a COVID sneeze, for those of you wondering. So we have an eye. That eye is going to be that shape of that bottle that I'm working with. I'm going to go ahead and actually turn it right into that basic outline shape that then I'm going to turn into a what? Not a cone, but a cylinder. Thank you, assistant number 2. We have a cylinder right here, the base. So using my ellipse, my knowledge, my freshly new knowledge of how to draw that ellipse. And we got that off a little. I went too far. So there's my ellipse. And then I have another ellipse at the top, but this is where this ellipse actually starts changing. And that ellipse is maybe more like where that sticker is. And now you see the arch of that bottle kind of come up. And you see another ellipse. So actually what you see is another rectangle following that eye shape. And I have a tendency to draw things crooked, especially when I'm kind of reaching to get to my camera range. So I have that lid now. Check that out. I made a squatty cylinder. And then I'm going to have another cylinder following that lid coming up. Here's a lid, ellipse, and it actually slants almost like a cone because it's the lid of that. And I maybe didn't draw it perfect. I should have observed this a little bit more. And then there's like a cap over that. I definitely could have taken some time to look at that shape a little bit, but you could see where these shapes come from. And inside here is a slanted spritzer with a spring. And then even like the spritz, there's a label. I don't know where the label is. It's somewhere right here.
Yes.
And I could erase some of this extra stuff in here. I think it's about there. I have my assistant number 3 right here, Naomi. Naomi, say hi.
Hi.
Aubrey, say hi.
Hi.
That was assistant. Other assistant. Okay, assistant number, I don't know which one. Evelyn, say hi.
4.
And assistant number 4, say hi.
Hello.
Hello. Those are my helpers. So here's this. Here's that label, and that Zum Mist label might come like somewhere here. Keep these ellipse. If I draw this ellipse off and I have it go like that, it looks like it's a slanted ellipse. So make sure you keep that symmetrical with the top and the bottom so you don't create something else happening. And this you would not see now, but I do see it right down here at the bottom. It looks like it's kind of off over here. That other line was my symmetry line that I was looking at. And that is my Zum Mist bottle. All right. So that is tips and tricks of how to take all those other elements that we've been learning. How to draw a cylinder, a sphere, a cone, and put it all together into an object. And so that wraps up this session of tips and tricks.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and have a great day. Bye!